Welcome back to my channel, the Business Nails, Jewels Nails by Gal Jewels Nails, and all the other things. And today, welcome back to my channel, the Business Nails, Jewels Nails by Gal Jewels Nails, and all the other things. And today we are going to discuss, if two of your clients are not getting along, what should you do? All right, so don't go ahead and have them people fighting in your place of business. Okay, that is very unprofessional. And we're going to give you some tips and tricks and things to do, so if this should happen, you could be all right and both of the clients could be safe. All right, so if you like content like this, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. All right, so I can produce more content like this, so you could be comfortable and happy, and you could know more about the nail business. All right, so let's go. Let's get into this video, and please watch this video until the end. All right. So you have two clients that are not getting along. They could be enemies, right? And both of them are coming to you. Now, you are not enemies with any of these clients. You are just the nail tech. Now, what are you going to do? Are you going to not let one of the clients come, right? Are you going to cancel both the clients? Or are you just going to act like nothing's happening and you don't know anything? All right. So if you're confused about this, keep watching this video, because in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly what to do if you should encounter a problem like this. All right. So the first thing you need to do, like I said in my previous videos, whenever clients book you, you need to do some research on these clients, right? You could tell a lot about a person from their profile. You could check their profile out just to see if they're booking you from Instagram or Facebook or whatever, because you know, a lot of time a profile can say a lot about a person. You can have an idea of what kind of person you are going to deal with. All right, so that is the first thing you need to do when people book you. You need to go ahead and check their profiles. Now, if you say, Jules, this person has no profile, I don't know anything about this customer, then obviously this is not an option for you. Okay, so forget about that option. All right, so let's just get into it and tell you, okay, if two clients are beefing, basically, what are you, the nail tech, gonna do? Now, a lot of times when people come to you to get their nails done, they're either recommended by a friend of a friend, or they could have seen you on Instagram or Facebook or YouTube, wherever. They could have got a flyer, they could have got a card. They probably came to you years ago. Somebody recommend them in so many ways, and you're doing so many different people, right? But today we want to talk about conflict and conflict resolution, and if you're in this situation, what exactly to do. All right, so for example, a client book you, right? When clients, they come to you to get their nails done, the first thing you should do as a nail technician, like I said, is listen. A lot of times we want to talk because we get so comfortable with the client, but you need to listen to the client. If the client is telling you something, listen. And if this becomes a client that comes to you over a period of time, you should know a little bit of history about this client. Now, the history that you know about this client is a history for you to go back and tell somebody else, because whatever clients tell you should remain confidential. That is a conversation that they are having with you because you are a nail tech. And a lot of times when clients come to you, they are so comfortable. They're sitting in front of you for like an hour, 2, 3 hours sometimes. Yeah, you're going to know a little bit about them. And especially if this client came to you 2 or 3 times, you're going to know a lot about them. But what do you do with this information? Do you tell somebody else, or do you keep it to yourself? All right. You always keep this information to yourself. All right. Don't be going around and spreading rumors about clients. Don't be going around bad-mouthing clients. These clients trust you, and that's why they come to you. And sometimes they tell you their businesses because they're in front of you. And you know, you could be a nice, calm individual and you listen. All right. So your clients, they learn how to trust you. All right. So anything private that client tell you, keep it to yourself. All right. Now we got that part out the way. All right. Back to the conflict. So now if a client came to you 2 or 3 times, you should know a little bit about this customer. All right. So if they mentioned to you that they had a situation, a little beef or something at the club with so-and-so, then you need to listen. All right. Because so-and-so might call you because so-and-so knows that you are so-and-so's nail tech. You get what I'm coming from? All right. So sometimes people could call you not because they want to get their nails done, but because they know this person comes to you as a nail technician and they're purposely doing that to find information. You hear what I'm saying? They're trying to find information on your customer. So that's why it's essential for you to shut your mouth when your client is telling you something and keep it to yourself. Don't go out and tell your clients about other clients. If you should mention something to another client about a client, don't call no name, and make sure whatever you're saying is so far-fetched that this client will not know who the hell you are talking about. All right? So now, let's get back to the conflict. So this girl had a beef with this girl at the club, and this girl called you for an appointment. What do you do? What do you do in this situation to avoid two people who are already beefing the day before, all right, to come to you? Now, you're trying to make your money. Honestly, you don't care about their beef, but you need to care about your customer, all right? So now you got to analyze the situation and say, okay, which one of these customer is my customer? Now, your customer would be the one who came to you before and multiple times. The new person is not your customer yet. But at the same time, the person that's not your customer yet could become your potential client. So what do? Do you turn away the person that's trying to book? Do you turn away your money? Or do you turn away your client that came to you 2 or 3 times? What do you do in this situation? Well, the first thing you need to do in a situation like this is to figure out the situation itself. Now, if your client came before and she told you, hey, I have beef with this girl, blah, 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 and by some chance, this girl should book an appointment and you see a name that looked familiar, you know, maybe Nicole Smith, and she told you that, okay, she had a problem with this girl named Nicole, you should kind of jog your memory and say, okay, I wonder if this is the same person. Let me use some caution. So if Nicole Smith want to book at 8 a.m. in the morning and your client want to book at 10 o'clock, what you could do is separate those appointments. You're not going to separate your client that already came to you. You're going to separate Nicole Smith. You could do 2 things. You could call her and let her know that 8 o'clock appointment is not available. I could put you tomorrow, or I could put you later on at 5. All right? Because you don't want to have an incident where Nicole Smith got her nails done and she's leaving at 10, and then here it is, your client pulls up at 10:30 or even 10:15 while Nicole Smith is leaving. Your client is coming. Now here it is, conflict. So to avoid conflict, nail techs, you have to use your sense of reason, right? And you have to be able to keep your clients and yourself safe. So, not saying that this person would be Nicole Smith, but we're saying that this person here, because your client told you previously she had a situation with a person named Nicole, you should take caution. Even if it's not the person she had the problem with, right? You have to use your common sense and think it could be a possibility, right? Like I said, you want to search our profiles and see. Now, if you don't see anything on that profile and you are not sure if this person is the same Nicole, you always use your due diligence and just go ahead and separate the appointments. It's better to lose money than to cause conflict and end up losing 2 customers instead of just losing 1. All right? The whole purpose here is to make money, everybody feel comfortable. Now, if you separate these appointments, chances are they won't meet. They will not meet, because if she has an 8 o'clock and she's a 5 o'clock, that is a wide gap on the same day, right? You can even take more precaution and say, listen, I could put you tomorrow or I could put you the next day, right? It's better to give up on the new client, right, than to give up on the client that you already have. All right, because the client you already have that came to you 2 or 3 times is more valuable than the new client, right? It's better and easier to keep the clients that you already have than it is to get new clients. All right, so that's how you want to treat the situation. All right, now you might say, okay, I don't care about what they got. I need to make my money. But at the end of the day, you need to care. You need to care because, number one, the incident is going to happen on your property where you will be responsible. Number two, somebody could get hurt. And a lot of times when fights and stuff is going on, it's not just two people. Sometimes other people might have people in the car, right? And it might become a whole big situation. And at the end of the day, you are losing money. And the goal here, nail technicians, is for us to make money. All right. So that is how you can avoid a conflict if a conflict like that should occur. Another way to avoid this is never book two clients at the same time. Now, I know a lot of times some of y'all have like double bookings, but double bookings is not safe. It's better to make no money than it is to cause a problem. All right. But you won't know if a problem is going to occur. But if you avoid double bookings, this is another way to avoid conflict. Therefore, you don't have 2 or 3 people in your space at one time. And also, it will take some pressure off of you, because when you have 3 customers sitting down and they are waiting on you, you could feel those eyes like, how long is she going to take? I got something to do. You know, all this stuff. So if you have 1 client at a time, then you can avoid some of these conflicts that could possibly occur. Because if you only have 1 client sitting there, there's no conflict. All right. But if you have 2 or 3 clients that may not like each other for some particular reason, then something can definitely pop off. All right. So try not to do double bookings and have multiple people waiting at the same time. And that's another way you can avoid conflict of 2 customers actually getting into it. All right. So this is the last and final one. And I always save the best for last. All right. So the third way you can also avoid this is by your rules and regulation. Like I've always said, when you are booking or creating a booking site or your online website or wherever, you have to put your rules and regulation as far as timing is concerned, late fee if you decide to charge one, deposit if you want to act, you know, if you require this from your clients. And also you need to put a policy about clients, you know, getting into it, about conflict. You know, once you put this in your rules and regulation, they know not to play with you, basically, right? They know you're not about the foolery, right? And at the same time, clients will feel more safer and more comfortable coming to you, especially if you're working from home. Because a lot of times when nail technicians work from home, first thing comes to clients' mind is it safe? Am I going to feel comfortable? I don't know how her setup is. Is she doing it from her living room? Is she doing it in her room? Is kids at the house? Does she have a husband or boyfriend? Like, clients think about these things. And this could be a way that you're losing money, especially if you're having clients come to your home and you are not, and your setup is not in a way where the clients are really, really comfortable, right? The clients have to feel really, really comfortable for them to even come to you working from home, unless you just have dirt cheap prices and you just got some rough clients that don't care. That is about that. Okay. But for some clients, they're going to feel uncomfortable coming to you working from home, right? So you have to gain that trust from clients. And the way to gain trust from clients is make sure your surroundings is clean, safe, the clients feel safe. And also, you as a nail tech, you want to protect yourself also. Now, I have a couple of videos on this. All right, so just go ahead and watch my other videos so you can get more tips, tricks, more reasons, more ideas. But to avoid a conflict, just follow those things and those steps that I told you today. And I hope you like this video. So like and subscribe and watch my other videos if you want to find out more about the nail game. All right, so thank you for watching the Business Nails, Jewels Nails by Gal Jewels Nails, and all the other things. And don't have your clients fighting, okay? Because we're here to make the money. We're not here to lose money. We're here to make money. All right, and if we want to make money and we want to make good money, then we have to start doing good things. And it starts by making your customers safe, making the surrounding safe, and make sure there's no conflict. All right, because if some should pop off, you're losing 2 clients instead of losing 1 client. All right, or you might lose both clients because nobody want to go somewhere where they know that they are not safe. All right, so thank you for watching. Don't forget, like and subscribe.